My name is Brian Buccellato, and you're watching the Weekly Bleed, I think. That's what it is, right? Like a bleedy weekly thing. Something. You're watching it.
All right, so welcome to the Weekly Bleed. First on my list of things to chat about is video game movies. Let's talk about video game movies. They always suck. If you can think of, like, you know, Dead or Alive or Doom, it's just no bueno. It's just not good. So Ratchet and Clank is going to be made into a movie, and I watched the trailer right before filming this, and I have to say, I think it actually looks really good because it's going to be animated, so looks like it'll be a little less abrasive to the senses, a little bit more fun, and, you know, it really got me thinking that I think if more video game movies were made in an animated way, that maybe they would be a little bit more palatable. So hopefully it won't be a train wreck. Something to look forward to. You should watch the trailer. It's really cute. Hi guys. So I brought with me a whole bucket of sexy. This is Yvette Artiega. She works at Samurai, and I've worked at Pop Culture, so it's just, it's one of those loves. What do they call that? Star-crossed lovers we might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's star-crossed nerd love.
Star-crossed nerd love.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, I want to talk to you guys about Free Comic Book Day. It's coming up, and there's going to be a little bit of Superman, and then some Walking Dead, but then you were telling me Walking Dead's going to be weird.
It's not really weird. What it is that Image is reissuing the Michonne, like part of the Michonne story and part of the Governor story all in one book. And I think it's pretty much is to grab people that watch the show into reading the book again.
I see.
You know.
Well, they should be reading the book regardless of whether or not they're watching the show. So hot.
So hot.
So hot.
Red Sonja!
Red Sonja, nerd porn.
With my favorite redhead writing it, Gail Simone. All the covers, at least for #1, are all going to be done by different women. So you got Amanda Connor, you have Fiona Staples. It's just a plethora of wonderfulness. So I'm really excited because she wrote one of my favorite series, which was Secret Six. So I can't wait. I'm really excited.
I love me some Red Sonja. I also love me some Red Sonja cosplayers. Jetty Monday, little Rosanna Rocha. Ladies in armor.
There you go.
Anyway, and next on our list, you brought this this book with the bat.
With the bat.
And that stuff.
And the things.
And the things that we can't spoil, but we can talk about.
So, DC has been doing this thing that it's called WTF covers.
Okay.
And they've all have been fold-out covers. So I am going to spoil it. Ta-da! Ta-da! And basically it kind of tells you a little bit about what's going to happen. But it's basically about Batman going crazy and going after people. Basically, he wants to start a war.
Yeah.
And kill some people. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh my God.
Maybe he'll break his code.
Whoa. I've been waiting.
Yeah. We'll see what Morrison's going to do.
Yeah. Dude, no doubt. You know, I liked this because I felt like there was some different sides of Batman revealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all seen him go crazy before, but...
Yeah. Definitely gone crazy, but, you know, the death of a child, I imagine it's a different kind of crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
We have been doing Tony's picks of the week and things like that, and I got Hellboy in the mail the other day, and I read a little bit of Hellboy, kind of out of order, so I got the first, the Seeds of Destruction, and it's just as fantastic as I thought that it would be. I'm so excited. Have you read any Hellboy?
Yeah, I have most of the trades, and then the BPRD, Plague of Frogs, the hardcovers.
My new girlfriend right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll announce the wedding plans later. Yeah, definitely. You know, she likes Batman and Hellboy. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because I know that, well, we talked about this a little bit before, like last episode, Manola's going to be there at Phoenix Comic Con. And, you know, after reading this, I kind of feel like I need to get some kind of special edition something and get it signed. This would be my first time getting it signed, getting something signed like that.
You know they have library editions of those, right?
No.
They're like the oversized, like leather-bound edition with like the foil edgings, and I think there's like 2 issues or 2 volumes in one. They're beautiful.
That would be fantastic.
Beautiful.
Present time for Tony. So yeah, this is my pick of the week. I also read the first volume of BPRD, which was very good. When I was on the plane to CosplayCon, which was wonderful, and you should look at pictures on my Facebook page, I was reading comics because, as many of you being my fans know, I finished up school, and so then I could just read comics. It was really great. It was really fantastic.
You guys see this fine piece of woman right here? Well, High School of the Dead finally released its 30th chapter in the last, I think, 2 years within the last 2 weeks. Jesus Christ on the Holy Cross, I felt my wings flutter when I read this. Finally, we know the series is going to progress. Couldn't help myself. But anyway, Yen Press is going to start releasing the Japanese releases along with an English release simultaneously. So, look forward to that. And if you haven't read High School of the Dead, well, you're missing out, and you need to, because this.
You will be seeing this fantastic slice of human on future episodes. I hope that you enjoyed us this week. Getting a little more conversational. If there are things that you would like for us to talk about in the future, then let us know. Oh, and one more thing before we go. This delicious little thing that we got at WonderCon, but then I lost it, and that's why you haven't seen it yet. This is when, okay, what if Jane Foster had found the Hammer of Thor? If you want to know about what is going on in this issue, yes, then subscribe, because we are going to be picking a random subscriber next week, and we're just going to send this to you for free as a prize for subscribing to our channel. So you should do that, and you should also share. Like, if you have a brother or a sister or a nephew or an alien who really likes, you know, Thor, and they should want this prize, then you should tell them to subscribe, because then they will be eligible to have it. So anyway, that's exciting news for this week. I think this is good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's awesome.
good.
All right,
Yeah.
great. Well, we love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.